Let's do this. What's going on, guys? My name is Bob. I want to welcome you guys to the Power of Fitness podcast. If this is your first time joining us, I want to say welcome. And I'm with my co-host, Brian, as always.
What's up, guys?
So before we get started, I want to thank you guys for all the feedback we got on the first 3 episodes. You guys are, we're loving all your feedback, positive, negative. It's helping us grow. Keep it coming in because that's what's going to help us grow and get you guys better content. Also, I want to say, me and Brian, we're just starting this up. So, for every episode you guys listen to, if you guys can refer a friend or tag us on Facebook or Instagram to get us to spread the word, we would really appreciate that. And it would really help us get better podcasts going, you guys, and we'll be able to...
It would definitely benefit us and you guys as well.
Yeah, so, Brian, why don't you give them a little info on what we're going to be talking about today?
Today we're going to do a little rundown about getting comfortable in the gym. Or getting comfortable with the gym in that aspect. And a lot of it comes down to when you first start out, you really don't know what the heck you're doing. You're afraid that you're going to get judged for not knowing what you're doing. You don't feel comfortable being there. You feel out of place.
Yeah.
And everyone, I speak from experience. When I first started, I had no idea. I walked in the door, I'm sitting on, I'm just going to act like I'm the shit and know what the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't work because I know I've learned real quick the way I started lifting and everything else. I'm sitting on, okay, I'm doing this completely asinine until someone else who was an experienced lifter came over to me like, yo, try it this way. And I mean, it went from there. I mean, it can't be.
For me, I kind of relate to that as well. When I started going into the gym, I used to work out at home all the time, so I kind of thought I knew what I was doing.
Oh, yeah.
So I'd go to the gym, and I was in a new environment. I had all these new weights, all these new machines, and I never really used them before, but I still thought I knew what I was going to do. And I looked like a complete asshole, dude. And, you know, I was very uncomfortable with that because I thought I knew what I was doing, and then I quickly realized I was very out of place with this, and I was like, all right, well, maybe fitness isn't for me. Maybe I'll just stick in my basement and keep lifting.
I mean, and that's the thing. It's like the best way I can describe it is like a kid going to a candy store. When you want to do something, you're sitting on, oh, what does that do? What does that do? It's pretty much just like a little kid running into a candy store. Like, I want that. I want that. I want a little bit of that and that.
Yep. When people go to the gym at first, there's so much stuff in there. You know, you got free weights, you got the machines, you got the leg machines, you got all the cardio.
It's
like,
sensory
man,
overload.
what am I doing?
That's what it is. It's literally sensory overload, and you're sitting there going, I've never played with that before. I want to do and see what it's capable of doing.
Yeah.
And it's before you even know the actual proper way of using it.
Yeah, I agree with you there. And when I started going to the gym, it was just, there's so many people there. I was never used to people watching me work out. And I felt just, when I was at home, I was by myself, so I was in the zone. I was ready to do what I was doing. Yeah. But at the gym, it was kind of, I felt out of place. I felt lost. And I didn't like that feeling. I didn't like being the guy that had no idea what was going on.
Yeah, especially coming from where you were at prior, knowing no one's there judging you. You're there to get your work done. You're on your own, and you're doing what you need to do to get by. When you get out of that comfort level and you go somewhere where there's multitude of people that either, one, have more experience than you, or two, just seem like they don't care, that is not the case. A lot of those people do care because they feel like they're getting judged, and they're going to be in the same boat as you are when they first started out.
I agree. You know, now that I'm more acclimated to the gym and the environment and all the people, I'm a veteran in the gym now. But honestly, like, I realized that I don't really judge people in there. So when I first started, when I felt like people were judging me, that's totally misjudged. You shouldn't feel like that because everyone's in the gym to better themselves.
Yeah, and that's a big thing there. You're going there because you care about your health and you care about the fitness aspect. Other people who are there, shoot, you can go up to multiple people in the gym and ask them how to do certain exercise, and I'm sure they'd be more than willing to help you. And if they don't know, they more than likely won't tell you.
Yeah, people always come to me and they say, man, you look so intense at the gym. But hey, if you ever see me in the gym and you talk to me, I'm the first person that'll help people out. Yeah. I'm just in the zone. You know,
and that's the same thing with me. It's if someone comes up to me and like, hey, can you show me how to do this properly? I'd be like, okay, yeah, no problem. It might not be the day that I'm doing that exercise or whatnot, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Little 30 seconds detour out of your workout to help someone else to get the proper mechanics down and everything else so they don't get hurt.
Yeah.
It's a whole new
I agree
thing.
with you there. And most people aren't like that, though, at the gym. So you feel out of place because most people look like they're assholes like me sometimes at the gym, and they're not really like that, you know. When we're in the gym, a lot of people are in the zone. They're like, that's their game. They're trying to make the most out of it. So they look intense, but...
And it's also between, like, for us, we have headphones in. We're jamming out to music, listening to podcasts, doing this and that.
Yeah.
And I mean, I know one of my playlists is the Hustle Standards. Rob Bailey.
You're jamming out.
That thing, man. Talk about powerful lifting music and stuff like that. That'll get you up there.
Yeah, so, Brian, when you started working out more in the gym, what was, like, your first thought of what people thought about you?
When I first started going, I mean, I might have been 130 pounds, 140 pounds. I was fucking skin and bones, man. So
how most of the people are when they go in the gym. Most guys were skinny or were overweight. Either one, you know, you still feel like you're getting judged either way.
That was the biggest thing. It was just like, what am I doing here? I have no idea what the heck I'm doing. I look like freaking Skeletor coming in here.
Yeah.
But
how old were you?
I want to say I first started lifting when I left high school, man. So I was probably about a whopping 150 pounds if that.
Yeah, so you had that ego going too, and you're probably like, man, why is everybody looking at me?
Yeah. So
I can relate to that. I started going to the gym probably when I was 16. You know, they built the LA Fitness right by my house, and I started going there. And like I said, I used to work out in my basement all the time, so I thought, all right, I'm the big dog, because obviously I was the strongest one in my home gym. Because you ain't coming into my gym and being
well,
a man.
You're also, I think you were the strongest one out of our group of friends, too, at that point in our lives, too. Because, I mean, when I first started, I think I was 19 when I started going to the gym.
Yeah, I was a lot younger when I started, so when I went to the gym, I might have been the strongest one of our group, but I was not the strongest person at the gym. Nope. So it was kind of out of place. I felt like I was just joining, like, the NBA or something. I was the worst player on the team. Had no idea. I was like, man, these guys are killing me. They knew what they were doing.
You went from big dog on campus to little shrimp.
Yeah, it's very it's a weird feeling.
It's a shock. It really is. Like the first time you ever walk through those doors, you're sitting there going, "What did I just sign myself up for?"
Yeah, and you know you guys got to realize that everybody goes through that. And a lot of people, they try to go to the gym and they quit because they feel uncomfortable like that. But you have to work through that because we all feel like that. We all feel. At one point when we start going there, we don't know what we're doing. We don't know what weights to use. We don't even know what reps to do. And we're all like that. I was like that, and now, you know, I've been doing it for a while. I worked through all them, like, negatives, and now I know what I'm doing.
Well, I mean, I still get it every once in a while. Like, if I use one gym more often than I use another gym, every gym that I go to, all the workers know me. So, like, yesterday was the first day I went to Crunch in a grip, dude. And as soon as I walked in, they're sitting there going, yo, Conjun, where have you been, man? I'm like, oh, well, that makes me feel like crap because I haven't been here in a while. And, but that's not the case because I also belong to 2 other gyms on top of it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I use each one for different things.
That's a good point, too, because as you said, like, them people, you haven't seen them in God knows how long, and they knew you were. So that's a good point, guys, for you guys to get over your fear of going to the gym. Start talking to people, you know? And that's going to make you feel a lot comfortable. If you know the people that are working out with you, if you know the members and the workers, you're going to feel a lot more comfortable doing what you're doing because you're going to know that they're not judging you, but they're actually going to try and help you.
And they will try to help you. Like, the one podcast we said, try to keep the talking to a minimum and whatnot, but there's no harm in talking as you're lifting. And that's what most of these workers will come around. Some of the personal trainers will come around. They'll talk to you. Because I know personally from the 2 gyms that I've gone to, like religiously, Retro and Crunch, they have integrated some of my workouts into their fitness programs. As in the bar hops, the rope climb, and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah. Honestly, like, first time me and Brian ever worked out together, he did some workouts with me that I have never seen before. Now I'm incorporating them into people, that I train, and I see people on Instagram tagging us and stuff, and they're doing it because they just see what we're doing.
Yeah.
And that's a good part, guys. Do things that are different with. Even if you feel uncomfortable with doing stuff, it's fine. You're gonna feel comfortable at first, and you have to get over the fear of acting like you're gonna get made fun of all over the internet, because you're not. People don't care that much, so do what you do and just make the best out of it.
Yeah, you have to do what is best for you, not what's best for other people. So
Yeah.
if you think somebody's judging, who cares?
Yeah,
Because they've all been there.
Yeah, if they're judging you, then obviously they're new, and they're gonna get over that fear too. Because I see people all the time, and I don't necessarily judge them, but I'm like, well, what's that exercise doing? So people might be looking at you, seeing, man, that's an interesting exercise, and you might think they're judging you. So kind of remember that they're in the gym and they feel uncomfortable too. So even if you're a veteran like us, sometimes I feel uncomfortable in the gym still. And
I mean, every once in a while, you'd be doing a workout and you're focused on one thing. Next thing you know, you have that awkward eye contact with some random person, and you're sitting there going, "What is going on here?"
Yeah, and I think a lot of times it's like they're like, "Man, what's that guy doing?" Or that's a lot of weight, or something like that. Or, "Man, he did a lot of reps," and most of the time they're not judging you guys. So you got to get that out of your head.
Yeah, most of the time, if it is a lot of weight or if it's something they never saw being done before, they're like, "Oh man, I want to try that." How they're learning the body mechanics through you.
Yeah.
And as being veteran gym goers and everything like that, it's actually an honor for someone to come up to you and ask you how to do something.
Yeah, but you don't get there overnight, guys. You get there from going through the struggles.
The struggles.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you how many times I actually, when I started going to the gym, when I say start, I mean the first 3-4 years of my life going to the gym. It took a little while for me to get used to doing some of the workouts I was doing, because everybody's strength is different. Everybody's desire for their rep range is just different. And no one can tell you perfectly what to do, what weight to do. You have to figure that out yourself, and you have to work through that. And as soon as you get over the fear of, man, I'm so weak, or man, I'm too fat, I'm too skinny, and you just get in the gym and you keep working towards your ultimate goal, that's what's going to get you there. Consistency, guys, and just do that, because everyone's in the gym doing the same thing.
That's true. And on top of it, we did a killer leg workout yesterday. I'm not even gonna lie. I hate doing the old-fashioned squats, bar behind the neck. I'm so used to doing the frontal squats. Dude, my quads are so sore today.
That's a good leg workout then.
The thing is, this dude was upping me plate by plate, and I'm sitting there going, at one point, I think I tried to do the weight that you had on there, and I thought I was going to collapse. I'm sitting going, yeah, no. And I threw it right back on the rack. You know what I like about it,
though? Oh, like you just said there, we worked out together, and obviously, your legs aren't going to be as strong as mine, because I do different leg workouts. I do legs different times of the week and whatever.
Yep.
And you didn't try to overdo yourself. I'm not judging you based on if you can do the same weight as me for the same amount of reps.
No, but I just knew my limitations on that one. I felt my legs starting to shake. I'm sitting on, as soon as that bar was on my neck, I'm like, yep, I'm going down.
Yeah. And that was good. I was happy you did that, because you didn't try to impress anybody. And that's a good point there, because when you're in the gym, don't try to impress anybody that's around you. The only person you got to impress is yourself. And by impressing yourself, you need to do the work that you know you're capable of doing. And then one day, you're going to be able to do stuff that you can't do now. It's going to be easy for you.
Yeah, and speaking of impressing people at the gym, look, guys, if you're there to work out, you're there to work out. You're not there to hit on girls or anything else. Because I know there's a lot of ladies out there and females out there that don't want to be hit on at the gym, guys. They want to be there, get their work done.
I agree there.
That is it.
Yeah. Good point.
I can't stress that enough. I've had females tell me this time and time again when they've come up to me and they're sitting there going, they're close friends, and they're sitting there going, this guy's creeping me out behind me. I'm sitting there going, okay, well, just hang out around here with me and we'll lift.
Yeah.
Who cares what their intentions are right now? If you're with someone else, they're not going to bother you.
Yeah, I agree with you there, and that's a hard point for you ladies out there to get used to, because there's some weird people that go to the gym, and I give you guys credit for still sticking through your workouts. But like Brian said, guys, you're in there to work. If you're not in there to work, go join a gym that no one's in. Go join a 24/7 gym that you can go at night. People are there to work. So if you're trying to make people blatantly feel uncomfortable, get your ass out of the fucking gym. Don't go. You got to go to work, and that's what we're there for. That's what you're there for. So that's what Bryce said.
It's not a dating place. It's not a social gathering. It's where you go in to put in some hard work to better yourself, to better others.
Yeah, and getting back to another point, you can talk at the gym, but there's a difference between trying to flirt and pick up girls and generally like appreciating that they're killing it. There's big difference, guys. So you gotta know that.
Difference.
You know, they're in there to work just as we are, so let them work. So how long did it take you to get comfortable with the gym?
I want to say within the first week or two, I was completely comfortable because, I mean, I fell in with a group of people that were on the same skill level and everything else, and I was able to talk. Let's put it this way. When I was in high school, dude, I was not a social fucking butterfly whatsoever. Yeah. When I started working out and lifting at the gym, I had no problem going up to random people asking them how to fucking do shit.
I agree with you there. You know me, like, I was quiet.
I was quiet. I was like in my own little oyster shell there, just off to the side, just trying to fly under the radar.
I feel like that's how a lot of people are too, and that's the problem why they feel uncomfortable, because they think, well, everyone else is so social. Why this and that? Guys, they're social because they've done it for a while.
Yeah.
You know, like at first, me and Brian, I relate exactly with you. I didn't want to talk to anyone.
I
just wanted to
I was terrified to fucking talk to anyone.
Yeah, I didn't.
Now it's just like I can go up to random people and I'll talk to them all freaking day.
Now, for me, I didn't want to talk to anyone because I thought I was weak as shit. I thought I was small. I thought I thought I was doing all the wrong exercises.
That was my first thought when I first got in there. Was I thought I was small and weak, and that I had something to prove in order to be able to talk to some of the veterans.
And you really weren't.
Exactly.
You weren't.
And it's just like it was such a dumb mindset. And looking back at it now, I'm sitting there going, "Wow, how stupid can we be on these different things?"
Everyone's like, dude, people come to me all the time and they say the same exact thing. They're like, I can't talk to anyone because they're a lot stronger than me, or they're a lot faster than me, or they look better than me. God, I felt like that too. We felt like that too. And the thing is, they don't think that. They want you to come to them. People at the gym who are veterans like us. I love when people come up to me because I know if they're going to ask me something, I'm most likely going to have the answer for it now. Where when I was in their shoes in the beginning stages, I had no idea. You know?
Exactly, and that's a big thing. Speaking of like the fastest and stuff like that. First off, you're on a treadmill. Not many people are looking at how fast you're running on the treadmill.
Yeah.
Yeah, I document my speeds because I try to get under the sub 6. My next thing I want to try to get under is a sub 5 minute mile. But you also got to realize running on a treadmill is a lot different than running outside.
Yeah. And that's a good point too, because I used to, when I did run before on the treadmills, I used to look at how fast people ran because I wanted to see if I could do it better than them. And that's another thing people might be looking at you for. So if you're on the treadmill or the bike or whatever you're working, or say you're just squatting or something, people might be looking at you because they're like, damn, that's impressive.
Yeah.
You got to think that too. And they might be looking up to you and you don't even know it. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's, I want to say, I think it was like last week I had someone come up to me when I was running. Because I haven't ran in a couple months. And I think, because I sent you the image where I was at like 6 minutes and 15 seconds after like taking 3 months off from running.
Yeah, and you weren't happy.
No, I wasn't happy. I'm sitting there going, I was originally, I think when I stopped running, I was at like a 5:30 average all the time. But
now you're over 6. It's like, dude, what happened?
I know what happened. It's called I got lazy and I didn't run.
In that situation, did you feel like you were a beginner again? Because you felt like people might have been looking at you thinking, man, this guy used to run in 6 minutes. I've seen it. Now he's over.
Well, no, it's not that aspect. It came down to someone came up to me and they're sitting there going, you're under such and such time. How are you under like a 7 minute, 8 minute mile time? I'm sitting on it's easy. If you hit different days during the week, do a half mile one day, and then almost every other day do a mile. And just gradually do this. Increase speed each week and everything else.
Yeah.
But you don't want to overdo it, because the reason why I stopped running for that time is because I was getting really bad shin splints. Really bad shin splints, because I was running 3-4 miles a day on a treadmill. And it's just like, it was terrible. And I was also not stretching, which is another no-no. So, should definitely stretch after you run and before you run.
I mean, I definitely recommend it too. Yeah. So, did you? How you feel now? You go back in there. You see that guy again? You think he'll come up to you?
Oh, I think so. I mean, I'm definitely gonna be going down to Retro a couple times this week to see if he's there. And I know he said that he wanted to tell me about his goals and milestones of each one if the way that I told him how to do it is going to improve him.
Yeah, that's cool. See, guys, a lot of people also are going to be looking at you because they want to know how you do things.
Yeah.
And I've been in that situation before as well. Like, I was a guy that came up to Brian before and asked him, yo, how do you guys hold that much weight on the deadlifts? Because I love deadlifting and sometimes my hand grip was going off. So I wanted to know how people got their hand strength up. So I was looking at them. I was impressed with what weight they were doing. And I was like, damn, that's awesome. And I was scared to talk to them because I thought they were going to see, why is this little kid coming up to me? He can't even do our warm-up. And they were like, dude, they loved me asking them. And, dude, now I'm deadlifting more than them. And, it was great because...
Now they come up to him.
Yeah, now they ask me, like, dude, what the hell are you doing? And it's just like, I followed what you said. And, I just worked harder, I guess. I don't know. But my point there was that people get scared to ask questions to older gym goers because they think that they're judging you, but they're not. They're remembering they were in that spot, too. We were there.
We all were there.
Once. Yeah, we all suck at once.
It's bound to happen, There's always going to be someone that's better than you on certain aspects and stuff like that. And if you go to them, you can eventually either be on the same level or bypass them.
Yeah, it's like I kind of relate the gym to like social life, like in high school or like a new job. Because at first, when you first get into high school, you're like, man, I got to wear a nice outfit. I got to look good because I want to impress people.
Screw that. I went in with holy jeans.
Yeah, I don't even. Yeah,
I'm like, screw this.
Yeah, I wore sweatpants. I don't know, but most people aren't like that. Most people feel like they're getting judged all the time, and the gym is very hard, like for people to go to because they feel like they're getting judged for every action.
Yeah,
and
their first thoughts when they walk through that door is, man, I'm too skinny. People are gonna be making fun of me because I have little chicken wings and stuff like that. Or they think they're coming in and they're like, I'm that obese person that everyone makes fun of. That's not the case when you go to the gym. Shoot, I have mad respect for someone who's overweight coming into the gym because they're actually wanting to take care and take control of their life again.
Yep, I
agree. And bring back to where they're in good health and everything else.
Yeah, on the flip side too, I like seeing people who are skinny coming to the gym trying to gain weight too.
100%.
You're working for it. It's like people feel like they go to a gym and they feel like, oh, this is a place of judgment. But in reality, like we're all starting off and we suck, and we're all in that gym to grow. And that's how it is, guys. You gotta get comfortable with sucking.
And when it comes down to it, if you hear people judging you at that gym, you're at the wrong freaking gym.
Yeah, or they're just fucking assholes.
Yeah, you're at the wrong gym, and I'm telling you that right now. Like the ones that I belong to, I don't hear any of that negative talk going on.
Yeah, no.
And it's an actual healthy environment to go out and lift and do what you need to do and get done.
Yeah, and I don't think me and you have ever talked about someone bad in the gym or even out of the gym after we got done.
No.
It's just, most people aren't going to talk shit about you guys. And you got to understand that most people that go to the gym, they realize that you're there, like Brian said, you're trying to get better. And if they're in there and they are judging you and they are talking all this bullcrap about you, that your weight, you're weak, this and that, realize that those people aren't going to be there in a month. Because they're self-constantly looking in the mirror talking about themselves, too.
Yeah, their commitment level is not there.
Yeah.
And it also comes down to, like, they don't know who you are.
Yeah.
They don't know your name. They don't know your story.
Yeah, so who cares?
Now, if you're like me or Bob, we go into the gyms and we have our freaking last names written across our backs, it is what it is. Everyone, they can make fun of me all you want. Guess what? I'm still there. I'm going to tone you out and put my headphones in and do my job.
Yeah, that's a good point. In order for you to stay in the gym long term, you have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable in the gym because, hey, man, you're going to feel uncomfortable a lot of times in the gym. Like we said, you might go in the gym and see all these people seeing you squat 500 pounds. And then a month later, you can only do 350. Yeah, self-consciously, you're going to feel like, damn, these guys are like, he got weak. Who cares? No one cares.
But in
You're
reality,
still
you
doing
might
good.
be toning
You're still
yourself
working.
up.
Yeah, you're still working. Who cares? No one's gonna say anything about what you're doing. So get used to putting the work in, and once people see you putting the work in, let them talk, because then they're just jealous and they want to be like you.
Yeah. But for the most part, there is no comments being made there.
No, none. I just think that's the biggest thing. People think people are judging them, and in reality, like, they aren't. And if they are, screw them, because they're not going to be there long term.
And you know what's funny is we're in week 3 of January.
Yep.
So the New Year resolutioners and everything like that. The most common excuse I've been hearing this past week is I'm being judged so much when I'm at the gym.
Yeah.
That's the most recent one that I've been hearing.
Yeah, and
It's reoccurring. I don't know what gym you're going to, but I have yet to hear any of these judgments.
Yeah, and you know what you can do? If people are judging you at the gym, go up to them and say, "Hey, how you doing? My name's such and such," and introduce yourself. You know, just talk to them.
Will shut them
make them feel uncomfortable. Now they're gonna be looking at you all the time, thinking, "Man, this motherfucker's judging me," and you ain't judging them. You're just like, "Yeah, what's up, man? I just want let's get a workout in." Yeah, it's gonna change their aspect on it because they probably feel
100%.
uncomfortable too.
100%.
Yeah, a lot of people go to the gym at first and they try to make other people feel uncomfortable because they're uncomfortable. So make them feel welcome into the environment, and it'll change a lot. It'll change how you feel about everyone around you, and it'll change how they feel about you.
Yeah, it's a huge thing, man. It's one of those things where just being friendly to someone when they're being a dick to you changes their attitude.
Yeah. You know, so another thing I get a lot from, like you said, New Year's resolutioners is they don't know what exercise to do or what weight to do.
Yeah, I've seen that a lot too.
Yeah, and guys, when it comes to that, it's like you gotta check online or contact us. You know, here at BKO Fitness, we do customized workouts, and I'm working with you guys all the time from day one to the end. Every day I'm working with you, got questions for you. But there's websites out there you can check. You can go on bodybuilding.com or just Google it.
The fitness apps, they'll tell you how to do different things. Like if you want to do a chest workout, there is literally on, I think it's called Fitness Buddy. There's a full chest workout, and it'll show you with diagrams and everything on the proper mechanics and everything like that.
Yeah, I know a lot of times when I first started, I would go on bodybuilding.com and I would type in a specific workout that someone told me to do, like a squat, and it explains from point A to the end exactly how to do it. And you guys just follow that or go on YouTube. You can see people's videos explaining it. You know, we work on that too. Fundamentals are great, you know. And at first, when I first started, I had no idea how to do anything.
And the fundamentals is the biggest part. You need the fundamentals of lifting to be able to not get hurt and to be doing more and more weight. Yeah,
you know, and like we said before, when I first started going to the gym, I felt uncomfortable because my form on everything was awful. And I was strong, like we said, so I could pretty much muscle through everything, but my form was bad, and that was why I felt uncomfortable, because I thought, like, my squat, like, I was kind of leaning forward.
Yeah.
I wasn't, like, in the proper, like, alignment, so I felt uncomfortable. So I had to go to a lot of, like, websites to kind of see how people did it and to see how they explained it. And that's really how I got my form down. That's how I knew how to do it.
It makes sense to me, too. It's literally the same way. I didn't know the fundamentals when I first went in. You know, lift with your legs, not with your back type of deal.
Yeah.
I mean, definitely lift with your legs, because if you lift with your back, you're going to definitely hurt yourself one way or another. Not speaking from experience here, but...
No, I can speak from experience, guys. When I first started going, we were in high school, it's a couple years after I started going to the gym, I would have horrible form, guys, and I would go squat, and I would try and squat as much as I could all the time. And me and my buddy used to work out, and we would do sets of five sets of five, because I heard it was, like, great for power. Really didn't understand, like, the concept of doing, like, segment your weights up and down. So I would just throw on whatever the hell I wanted, and I would put on, like, 100 pounds more than I actually could do for 5, and I should really be doing it for, like, 1, and I would try to push myself to do it for 5, and because my strength level was higher, I would get it for 5, but my knees would get hurt, my back would hurt, even my neck was hurt from doing that weight, and it was because I had no idea what I was doing with the form.
Well, then you have your knee failed the one time from it.
Yeah, I mean, I was squatting a lot. I had a torn ACL, and I had 480 pounds on my back doing it for 12. Should have been doing it for like, I don't know,
Maybe
not
one.
12, maybe not 12, but I was trying it, and I was probably on like my ace set of 12. God knows why I was doing that. I had no idea it was ego lifting, which guys, you're gonna hurt yourself ego lifting, so don't do that, because I know from experience from that incident. I was doing it, and my knee was blown out, and I was like, I'll be all right. So I tried to do the weight, and my knee just buckled on me, and I just had to power the weight up, and my knee's been screwed ever since. So it's a huge no-no.
Yeah, so definitely proper techniques.
Yeah, and like we said, if you guys don't know how to do your proper technique, there's sites out there. You can go on Google, like we said, or message us. I'm welcome. I'll gladly help you guys out with that.
Yeah, we have videos of breaking things down, how to do different exercises and stuff like that. And we have no problem sending them right over to you guys. And then get next to a mirror and you just practice it without weight first. Now, for me, that's a little difficult doing it without any weight, but
at first, you gotta get
you gotta get comfortable with the way your body works and the positionings that you have to put it in to do the proper exercise in the proper way.
So so the important part here is when you guys are first starting working out, you got to get comfortable with how to do the actual exercise. Don't just throw on a crap ton of weight and try and do it. You're gonna hurt yourself. Form is key. So make sure you learn how to do that one way or another. Use an app. Use us, whatever. Use Google.
Yeah, we're here at your disposal, guys. Like, literally, if you see us at the gym, you guys know who we are. Come up to us and ask us the questions. We have no problem answering. And if we don't know the answer, we will find out that answer for you.
Absolutely. And when it comes to weight, guys, like Brad said, it's really hard to do exercises without weight because personally, one of my friends knows I can't squat with no weight on. I literally can't do it, guys. I don't know why, but I can't. I can teach you how to squat, but I need 315 pounds on my back to have a proper squat. But
but that's also because we've been doing these exercises for so long. And
it's like our bodies adjust to it.
Our bodies adjusted for the weight. Now when we don't have the weight on there, our techniques will be a little off.
Yeah, but when you guys are first getting started, you need to first become adjusted to the form. And once that happens, don't worry about the weight. The weight's going to come. So don't be like, well, Bob does 315 on squat for his warm-up. That don't mean you got to do it. Who cares? You're not in there to impress anyone else. Work your way up. Start with 10 pounds on there. If that's too light, throw another 10 on. Keep going up slowly. The rule for it, guys, is you want to go up 5% of your weight. So, like, 1 week when you first start, say you're doing bench press and you're doing 135, go up 10% of that the next week for the same rep. Don't just jump from 8 reps to 3 reps. You're not gonna know exactly what weight you're gonna do. So slowly work into it, because eventually it's a long haul, and you're gonna get the weight that you want to get. So say you want to be like us, you want to squat 400 pounds eventually, but you're just starting. Slowly do it, guys. It took me forever to get there.
I was about to say, I ain't at 400 pounds. He got that.
I'm just using that as a reference point, not necessarily like obviously for that, but like I just mean like if you have a goal weight that you want to hit, don't try and hit it your first workout.
That's that definitely hits the nail on the head there. Also, don't be scared to just having to use the bar.
Yeah.
I know I've seen a lot of people there thinking they're getting judged because they have no weight on the bar. You got to remember, the bar itself is 45 pounds, depending on what gym you're at, what bar you're using. But most of these, the Olympic bars are 45 pounds.
Yeah.
So, starting out,
I started there.
We've all started there.
I started doing that, and I felt like I was horrible, like weak. But, you have to work through that because everybody started there, guys. Arnold Schwarzenegger started there. Ronnie Coleman started there, and the dude's a beast. They all start at the bottom, and
it's like gradually build yourself up.
Yeah. Fitness is a way of life, guys. It's not no shortcut to get to the part. You have to work.
Yeah, it's not something you can do overnight.
Yeah, guys. For me, I'm sure Brian can relate. When I used to go to the gym and I was starting to actually figure out like what kind of weight I could use, I noticed that like my form was getting bad while I was going up in weight, and it was just because I still wasn't comfortable with like that technique. So
definitely the case on that too.
Yeah. So I would have to go back down and wait. And there's no problem doing that, because like I said, you want your form to be great. Your form is key, like not the weight, guys. You want the form right.
Yeah, if you don't have your proper technique, your proper form, or anything like that, you're not going to get the lift that you need. You are going to end up ripping and tearing muscles that shouldn't be ripped and teared.
Yeah.
And you're going to put yourself out of the gym for a while, and then you're going to have this whole process all over again.
Yeah, and it's just you're going to feel even more uncomfortable coming back because you're going to be like, man, these people might have remembered what I did, or self-consciously you're remembering what you did, and you're like, how do I get past this again? So don't even like let yourself get in that spot.
Yeah, also, don't be scared if you drop the weight. I've done it. I didn't put clips on the side, but I also didn't have a spotter.
Yeah.
And I had to dump it. Because I got egotistic there. And
I can relate to that too, man. I remember specifically one specific time, because I remember because the guy still goes to the gym, and he still says something to me, joking. But at the time, I was so embarrassed for like a month. I didn't even want to go to the gym. I'm bench pressing. I don't know. I had too much weight on, obviously. I'm ego lift. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna power this up. Yeah. And it was well over 50 pounds of what I should have been doing. And I brought the bench press down. And I came down and
couldn't get it back up.
Shit just wasn't moving, dude. And I'm just like looking around. I'm like, hey, someone help me. Like, the shit's stuck on me. I'm not coming up. And the guy thought I was doing pauses. He thought I was just joking. And he comes running over, helps me get it up. And he said, first thing he said to me was like, don't worry, it happens to all of us. And I thought he was just trying to make me feel good because I thought he was like going to tell all his friends, man, look what happened to this kid. Now that I've been in the opposite end of that, I realize he wasn't just trying to judge me at all. It happened to him too. It happened to me too. So it's going to happen to you. It happens, guys.
Except I didn't have a spotter come running over to help me. I ended up going, and all you hear is,
well, boom, boom. Yeah, but the same thing. People are probably still looking at you, and you're thinking, man, fuck.
Yeah, I'm like, that was a loud bang. That was definitely a loud bang, and I'm being judged hardcore right now, but that wasn't the case.
Yeah, it wasn't.
I had one guy come over to me sitting there going, I was there last week. This isn't a fun feeling. I was saying, no, it's a terrible feeling because I thought I had it.
Yeah, it's hard, man. And, you just got to work through it. The main point of this is, guys, no matter what, like, who you are or how long you've been in the gym, like, you're going to feel uncomfortable. And the thing is, most people around you are going to feel that way too, so why? Why feel that way? Everyone's in there for the same goal, and like we said, if they're not and they are judging you, they ain't going to be there in the long haul anyway, so who gives a shit about them?
You give them about 3 weeks to a month, and they're going anyway. It's not going to be there. It's not going to affect your life at all. Yeah. You're there to better yourself and better the ones around you.
Yeah. So in order for you to get comfortable, you just got to put the work in, get comfortable with how to actually do the exercises, go research stuff. The more you get comfortable with understanding certain workouts and how to do them, the more you're going to feel a lot comfortable actually doing them. And that's huge, guys.
That's the biggest part of life there. And the biggest part of being able to go to the gym and get done what you have to get done. Yeah.
Another thing I want to touch base with is taking pictures at the gym or videos. A lot of people feel uncomfortable about doing that, but don't, guys, because I think it's taking a picture at the gym or a video of you're working out. It's going to show you your progress, and it's also going to show you
your body
technique.
Mechanics.
Yeah. At first, I started taking videos. I was so uncomfortable with it because I thought everyone was like, this fucking asshole's doing a video. And, a lot of people do it. And they do it not because they're like, man, look how much weight I'm doing. But it helps you track how you do it. Because when you're doing it and you're not videotaping, you're not actually, seeing the after effects of what you're actually doing. In your mind, you're like, man, my form was great. But then you videotape, you're like, holy shit, I'm doing that squat. My ass is way too far back. And you realize it shouldn't be like that.
It is. Everyone's there. I mean, you can take a look around the gym and you'll see there's different phones out and you'll see people taking photos of themselves in the mirror and stuff like that. And we're not talking about selfies. We're talking about actual people lifting, or they'll have their phone set up on a tripod or something like that to see what the mechanics are doing, making sure when they're doing bicep curls they're not throwing their back into it and stuff like that.
Yeah, because a lot of times we ego lift or we're tired and we think, well, last week I did 40-pound curls for 12. This week I can do 40 for 12. You might be tired of that week. You might have done a different exercise that week, but you still got to keep your form good. So if you're taping that and you're realizing, I did more reps before this last range and my form was terrible, kind of lower the weight and get the same motion and the same reps. Just a lighter weight, doesn't matter. It's still going to make
It really doesn't. It doesn't matter about the weight that you're doing when it comes down to like your final exercises, especially when, like you said, you had like a real hardcore workout going on and your arms are already spent.
Yeah, it happens a lot. It happens to me a lot, and I notice sometimes I'll be doing certain exercises and I feel like I'm doing great form, and then I'll just look in the mirror and I'll be like, I'm not even coming all the way up. So I'll drop the weight, and that's what we all need to do. You get comfortable because you're doing the weights correctly. If you're in the gym all the time and you're trying to overpush yourself, yeah you're gonna get judged because you're gonna look like that asshole in the gym. You don't have to always lift heavy, guys. You don't always have to push yourself to the limits like on reps. Get the form right. Because if you're always doing your form right, no one really cares about what your weight is. People start caring when you're doing too much weight and you're doing these quarter reps that are just hurting you. Don't do that.
When it comes down to it, because I've seen it before too, is where somebody's doing a bicep curl and they're leaning all the way forward and throwing themselves back to get the weight up because they're using some astronomical weight that they shouldn't be using.
Yep. Yeah. And get back to that point there. It's like if you videotape yourself and you think in your mind like you're doing great, and then you look at that, you ain't gonna post that to social media because you're gonna look like an idiot doing it.
Yeah.
And that's the point, because you're looking at yourself in the gym, and you don't want to look like that idiot, because you just want to do the weight correctly. And if you're videotaping it, it's going to show you how you're off, how you're doing good. It's going to help you really dial in on a perfect workout.
And then dialing that in, you're able to help other people dial theirs in too.
Yeah, so for me, I got comfortable with the gym because I was very uncomfortable and I just worked through it. It's like in life. When you go to high school, you feel uncomfortable. When you start a new job, you feel uncomfortable because you don't really know as much. And it's the same thing with the gym, guys. In order to get to the top, in order to get to your goals, and in order to do this for the long haul, you need to keep working, and you need to realize that people around you felt the same way. And you just need to keep working through it. Step outside of the box, get comfortable with the uncomfortable, and it's gonna come natural.
I completely agree with that too. I mean, it comes down to, again, everyone feels uncomfortable at the gym. It normally dissipates around 2 weeks in, 3 weeks in, and then you feel comfortable.
Yeah,
it's part of your everyday routine, and then starting to record or take pictures like that. I never had a problem with that. I completely felt comfortable taking videos to see my progress and stuff like that. But other people, I know it affects them in different ways. But it definitely is, you're there to work out, you get in, do what you got to do. If you're able to help someone, help them in the process, and don't worry about what other people have to think or say.
I agree. And for me, I used to hate taking pictures at the gym because I thought people were looking at me. And then once I realized I was taking pictures to see my progress, and I started actually getting progress because I could see what I needed to work on, and I tweaked that up, people never looked at me again because they're like, all right, man, this guy's making progress. And they look at you because you're actually taking pictures to see how far you've come and to see where you're gonna expand to. And that's huge, guys. So don't worry about people judging you for pictures, because as long as you're taking pictures or videos to use them for your benefit to see how far you're gonna go or how far you've come in the future area, don't worry about it. It's very useful, guys. It's gonna motivate you to even look better.
And it'll give you a whole new set of goals and guidelines to go off of too.
Yeah, I agree. So, before we get out of here, I just want to remind you guys that we are still doing the BKO Checkpoint Challenge. We are currently in week 4 of it. Actually, we're in week 2.
It's
week 2.
This is week 2.
Yeah,
this is
man.
Bike-a-thon. As many miles you can ride on a bike, documented, and send it to us.
Yeah, so like he said, we are actually in week 2 of the BKO Checkpoint Challenge. I'm ahead of myself here. I don't know if that's good or bad, but hey.
I think that's terrible because I think his mission is done already.
So, week 2 of the BKO Checkpoint Challenge, guys. And this week we are seeing how many miles you guys can ride on the bike. So, who's Lance Armstrong out there? Who's going to ride the most miles on the bike?
I'll tell you right now, if it was a little warmer, you guys would be in trouble.
Yeah, I already had people hitting me up, It ends on Sunday. and a lot of you guys are riding pretty good, you know. So some
Yeah,
of you are doing 12 miles a day.
I've been seeing them too. People are sending the posts to me as well. I think the shortest one I've got so far was 12.5 miles.
Yeah, it's a lot. You guys are killing it. Like we said before, the winner of this week is going to get a prize again. I just want to congratulate our week 1 winner. His name's Jimmy Fessler. So congrats on that, man. Like I said, we're going to contact him. We'll get him a prize. He actually already got some from me. We ordered for him. He's getting a multivitamins from First Form. Which, dude, these are the best multivitamins you'll ever have. Not only do they have every macronutrient you need in your body, but they also have like fat burner in it, dude. They're legit. They're badass.
Yeah, they're awesome for you. That's a good thing, a good point to bring across too. Is if you're not taking a multivitamin, you might want to start thinking about taking one.
Yeah, dude. These multivitamins, like I told him and like I tell everyone else, it's like you get a multivitamin at Walmart. They don't really do anything for you. You don't really feel anything. And for most multivitamins, you're not gonna feel the effects on your body of it. It's more like your brain, your insides. But for this one, you guys, you literally feel it working. It's that good. It's a little more expensive than the other ones, but
you pay for what you get.
Yeah, guys, you invest in your health, and if you invest in this, it's amazing. So I'm gonna be posting about that for him when he gets it in. And like we said before, every week someone gets a new prize. It's gonna be fitness related. It's not gonna be something that we push upon you. We're just gonna make suggestions for you, and we'll get something based on that.
Yeah, you pretty much let us know what kind of things you're doing. If it's yoga mat. If it's trying to up your deadlifts, we'll get you those wrist straps and stuff like that.
Or like I said, if you guys want like a supplement, we can figure out something for you.
That's it.
And also like we do have a limit for the prize. It's gonna be about $25 for it. But if there's something that you guys want that costs like $40, let us know, because you know we can get that $25 for you guys, and you guys just pay a difference or something. You know, we're definitely willing to do that. You know, we're here to try to make your guys' gym lives better. We're trying to make your whole aspect of living better. So we're here to please. Yeah, or if you guys just want like a T-shirt, a hoodie, something like that, you know, whatever. Something that you guys are going to use in the gym or it's going to help you get better, that's what the prizes are going to be. So you guys still can sign up for that all the way until March. So come on, guys, let's get started. You know, it's a different challenge for you guys. All we require for you is a $10 entry fee, which is going to go towards all prizes for you guys. So you have a chance to get that back if you work for it. And each week there's a prize, guys. And then at the end, there's going to be 2 winners. So how many contests do you know that do 2 winners, let alone 12 weeks of winners? You know, so it's an opportunity.
Is it going to be a male-female winner, or is it going to be?
We're going to do the winner based on who deserves it. I mean, it doesn't matter. We'll see.
It's not like your normal competition.
So the checkpoints are each week, and we're going NASCAR style. So each week, we get standings. You know, I'm going to put it up every week. We do standings for that, and at the end of the 12 weeks, whoever has the most points overall from that challenges is going to win. You know, and also I have checkpoint challenge tips. We put them on our Instagram, and for every time you guys like it, comment, or tag someone in it, you guys are going to get points. You get points for sharing it to your story as well as sharing it to your page.
And we are keeping a running total of everything that's going on right now.
Yeah, and if we do, I usually do about 2. We're doing 2 a week of them. That goes through to your overall at the end. So that's not going to count towards your weekly. The weekly is going to be strictly the challenge that we do.
Yeah.
So if you miss a challenge for a week, if you're away, share the post. You know, share the post that we put up that we're telling you to share, and it'll add up to your points at the end, so it'll help you guys out. You know, already, you know, we got a lot of people in this, and got over 50 people, guys. You know, and I got people coming in still, and if you guys invite your friends, like we said, you know, it's easier to do things when you invite people that you're friends with, that you work out with. Invite them to do these things, you know, because it's going to push them.
It's going to push you.
And you guys are both going to become better. And even if you don't win anything, you're getting something out of this because you're working harder. Like, we're talking to you guys. We're keeping you guys motivated. And that's going to be huge because for me, like, when people motivate me or they talk to me all the time about what I do, about the gym, I start doing things better. So that's going to work for you guys as well.
100%.
Yeah, so like we said, contact us on Instagram. My page is at BKO Fitness. And we also have the podcast Instagram we just started. That is at power_of_fitness_. I'm going to put that in all of our links. So just check that out, or check us out at hashtag Power of Fitness. We're trying to get that going, guys, so you guys can easily see us on there, see when we come up. And every Thursday, we're going to have a podcast going for you guys. So me and Brian here, we're working together. We're going to get more content to you guys.
You can also, guys, get in contact with me at Brian Condren. And, yeah.
And like we said in the beginning, guys, we're just getting started. So if you could, every episode you listen to, share it on your page or tell a friend about us. Get us out there, because we're doing this for free right now, and we're trying to help change lives here.
And we're also trying to build more and more content for you guys and everything else. I think pretty soon we're going to do a Q&A one.
Yep.
Coming
soon, guys. So get your questions ready. We're going to be hitting you guys soon, and we're going to answer them all. I'm going to put that up on our page as well, and like I said, the more feedback you guys give us, the better our podcast can be, the better our topics will be, more related to what's going to help you guys out. So keep coming, guys. Negative comments help too. We've had a couple negative comments, and they help us grow. Our feed's getting a little better. We're changing up stuff.
Yeah.
We're going to have a banner coming, so you guys are going to see that. Be ready for that.
Yeah, I know everyone loves this picture and everything.
Now, we're going to get something good here, guys. We're going to get something working here, and keep coming with feedback, positive, negative. We appreciate it all. It's going to help us get better content to you guys, like I said, and just keep it coming. And
100%.
Like we said, you guys can check us out. All the links for the podcast are in our bio. Or get on Apple, Google, Spotify. We're getting it all out there. So if you guys can give us a review or subscribe to any of them, it'll help us out greatly, help us grow, and it's going to keep us coming.
Also get in contact on our Facebook page as well.
Yep. Check us out on Facebook. Same thing, Power of Fitness. So check it out. We look forward to hearing from you guys.
All right, guys. Peace out.
See you next week.